We are living in a world where we are bombarded by so many reels and stories and posts and information coming in and out daily, which I know you can find overwhelming, and I also too. Without having the education or definition of what actually is good, we are left running around aimlessly trying to figure out what is good. Realistically, what is good for one person might not be great for the next. We are individuals with different lifestyles and perspectives, health choices, beliefs, medical and physical needs. However, having a good foundation of what is good with nutrition and exercise is fundamental for you to make the right decisions, to make the right choices for your life and for your goals as you walk forward through your journey. So here we are today to talk about exercise and nutrition and how they relate with each other, and I'm going to give you some tips to take home with you to help you be successful. My goal is to help you understand these terms and to understand the relationship between nutrition and exercise. So let's begin. Food is fuel for your body. Everything you eat is energy. We need to eat a varied, balanced diet, including macronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. What are macronutrients? They are the main nutrients that your body needs in large quantities. We would have heard of them before: protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Your body uses the macronutrients for cell production, to build muscle. It helps you with recovery, to keep you full. It helps with your bodily processes, functions, and many more. Macronutrients are measured in calories. Each macronutrient has its own energy value. How much energy, calories, is in our food? Carbs contain 4 calories per gram, fats contain 9 calories per gram, and protein contains 4 calories per gram. Knowing how much energy is in our food is very important, especially if we have specific goals, such as weight loss, muscle gain. So when we look at energy is food that comes into our bodies, and that energy is measured with calories. So energy in is the macronutrients, which is the energy, which is measured in calories. The energy that we consume is calories in. Calories out. We need to know that before we even put food into our mouths, our body is using energy. Think of it, if you were to go lay down in bed for an entire week and not move your body still needs energy to run. BMR. BMR is your basic metabolic rate. A good way to think about BMR is thinking B for breathing, M for making cells, R for resting. As you're laying in bed, you are burning calories while you're resting through your basic life functions: breathing and circulation, nutrient processing, cell production. This is known as your BMR. So just to live while you're doing nothing, laying in bed, BMR. Okay, so we know what BMR is. That is your basic function when you're not moving. Now you decide to get out of bed and you start moving. You're not exercising, but you're doing things around the house, like putting the clothes away. Maybe you're doing the dishes. You decide to take the dog for a walk. Maybe you're watching TV and you're shaking your leg, or you're sitting here and you're fidgeting. These things are called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is the energy that your body uses doing these little movements. It's not exercise, but it's a bit more than laying just in bed. So NEAT also includes things like going to work, doing all the things that you would do that isn't exercise, or it isn't sleeping and resting, laying in bed. So when you hear examples out there of, you're trying to lose weight, trying to get your steps up, this is NEAT. Things like taking the stairs or putting your car in further away. Maybe when you're working, you're sitting at the desk all day and you've got to get up and do every hour, you want to do a 5-minute little movement flow. That is NEAT. And they are also great examples to get your NEAT up. So take a few more steps, take the stairs instead of the elevator, walk further away, do a bit more house cleaning, go do the gardening, go walk the dog. All these things will help increase your NEAT. Okay, so laying in bed, sleeping, BMR. NEAT, taking the stairs, getting your steps up, going to work, a little bit more movement in the day, all the things that isn't exercise. So what is EAT? EAT. That is your exercise activity thermogenesis. So now you decided you want to go do some yoga. You finish your day at work, you're going to go do some yoga. You maybe want to go play your sport or for a hike. Maybe you want to lift some weights and start training. This is why you're here. This is called exercise activity thermogenesis. This is the energy the body uses, the energy the body burns by participating in exercise. So as you can see, depending on the level of exercise you do, your body will need a different energy requirement to perform those activities. So we know what BMR is, we know what NEAT is, we know what EAT is. All of that combines together to create TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. So how many calories do we need? Everybody is different. Everybody has a different caloric requirement, and according to their goal, it's going to be more specific to their individual needs. We have to take in consideration the BMR, needs, eat. Do you want to stay in maintenance? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to build muscle? Or are you just happy just sitting at maintenance? So let's have a look at Sally. Sally's come along and she's lightly active. She's happy to keep her weight the same. So she wants to be in a maintenance phase. Sally's energy requirements are set to maintenance, and the amount of food that she eats is enough to run her body while she's sleeping, help her recover. It'll help her walk the dog and do a couple of sessions, training sessions per week. It'll keep her sustained for while she goes to work, and her weight will probably stay at around the same point. But what if Sally decides that she wants to lose weight, or maybe she wants to put on muscle? What happens now? Let's say Sally wants to lose 5 kilos. Sally's energy requirements are going to be less. Sally could eat the same amount of food, but her activity will need to go up. Her steps will need to go up. She might have to add a few more training sessions a week to get more energy burnt for it to come out. Say Sally's too busy, she can't do all that extra stuff. She doesn't have time to go walk the dog and to get her steps up. How is she going to lose weight? So for Sally to lose weight, she needs to come out of that maintenance calorie mark, and she needs to bring herself into a deficit, which means eating less food. Calorie deficit is just lowering the energy amount that you're giving your body and limiting the amount of food that you're eating. Remember, food is energy. So for Sally to lose weight, she needs to come out of maintenance and hop onto a deficit. Deficit with lowering her food intake, or a deficit with upping her exercise activities. Why? Because exercise burns calories. So we're trying to get rid of calories in one way or the other, by eating less or by moving more. So what if Sally wants to do a bulk? What if she wants to gain muscle? Same principles, but let's just flip it. She needs more energy. She needs energy to help sustain her through her workouts. She needs energy to help build muscle and to recover from the workouts that she's been doing. For Sally to go into bulking, she needs to go into a surplus, a calorie surplus. Her body will be doing a lot more, so her energy requirement needs to increase. She needs to eat more food. We work this out individually. We work out what her BMR is, her NEAT, her EAT. So her NEAT would increase, her EAT would increase, her energy calorie requirement is going to increase. So instead of being at maintenance, she's going to be in a calorie surplus. For you to build muscle, you need to be in a calorie surplus. Something that I find helpful for the people who don't want to track every single thing for 2 weeks. Don't change your diet, do everything the same. And in that space of the 2 weeks, we're going to track your calories and we're going to track your weight. In the 2 week period, we can see what your average weight is doing. Say your weight stays around the same mark, we can say that your body's probably in a maintenance phase. Say if your weight starts to slowly increase, we can say that you're probably in a surplus. Say if your weight starts to decrease a little bit, your average weight starts to trend down, we can say that you're probably in a deficit. According to which one that you're in, we can adjust your calories by 200 calories to meet your specific goal. So say your weight's just been trending at maintenance, you want to start to lose some weight, we can take 200 calories away from your food, and then we start tracking again for a fortnight and see what happens to your weight in a fortnight. We can keep making these adjustments every fortnight to see what your weight does, and according to your average weight, that will make us say, okay, cool, let's up the calories, keep it at maintenance, or lower the calories. That's a great way for people who want to do a more intuitive, mindful way of eating without tracking every single little thing. But you have to remember, whether you like to track or whether you don't, tracking gives you data. And a lot of the time, for you to be successful in your goal, you need the data to help you, tell you, to give you raw information to say, this is why this is happening. This is why I'm putting on weight. This is why, instead of leaving you wondering, bamboozled, wondering, why is my weight going up? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? We can go, oh, what's happening with your food? What's happening with your calories? What's happening with your weight? We can take progress pictures and go, oh, let's have a look at this. We can take measurements. There's so many ways we can go around this. So yeah, I notice a lot of people prefer different options. Everybody doesn't like to do the same thing, but I do encourage you to go into MyFitnessPal to track your calories, to get an average weight, and to take progress pictures. These 3 things are very important to help you be successful with your goals. If you have goals, we need to know the data. The more data you have gives us more information to help be more specific as we try and help you accomplish your goals. The less data we have, the more, I don't know where we're at, place, zone we're going to be in. We don't really want to be there.